Good evening, Internet, and welcome back to the A-Ram Apocalypse. It is Monday. Nope, today's Tuesday. I don't know what day it is. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure where I am or who I am. I'm 8BitPonies. I do recall that. It is Tuesday, and on our new schedule, the second and fourth Tuesday of every month is Starfleet Battles Academy night. So we are picking up where we left off about a month ago with the end of turn 2 on the first of its kind scenario that we had started. The Klingons have scored a good deal of damage on the USS Arleigh Burke, the frigate. They've done a nominal damage to the Fred, the fleet repair dock, and they are regrouping to attempt to do some more. Whereas the Federation is kind of on the back foot, if I'm being honest. The Arleigh Burke took a little bit more damage than was expected due to some necessary sacrifice. Did a great deal of attrition damage to save some of the other units from taking drone damage, potentially, and has survived. So we're happy that the Arleigh Burke has survived. We're not particularly happy that the fleet repair dock has started taking significant damage, but it has not shaken the Federation just yet. So we're going to continue, like I said, right where we left off. At the end of turn 2, there was a question, or there was a rules clarification that needed to be made at the end of last session, and I didn't want to stay online since it was so late to do that, so we took that offline. I did the necessary research. I'm going to bring that back. So in the situation as it was laid out was that the base, which is orbiting the planet, was attempting to tractor the fleet repair dock and bring it along for the ride. What the mistake that I made at the time was that I believed that the rotation would happen at the end of the turn, which was true, but that the rotation would happen, the orbit would happen following the activity section, and that is where I was mistaken. So the situation would happen that the base at the end of, or at the beginning of impulse 32 of turn 2, the base would complete its orbit and would be at range 3 of the fleet repair dock. At this time, it is then possible to tractor the fleet repair dock and not risk making it collide with the planet. So that is what the base is going to do. It does take me an additional point of power, but I do have batteries to do so. So I would, at the B step, the B phase, systems operations phase of Impulse 32, the base would have locked a tractor beam onto the fleet repair dock at range 3, which is still something that it absolutely can do. And that would be then where we would end turn 2. Any questions about that? Any concerns? Any worries?
Nope.
Because I'm definitely worried.
I have nothing.
Okay.
So all you have, Bennett, is your two ships in the middle there.
He's got 3. Yeah.
3 ships. Okay, good. Okay. Just making sure there wasn't anything hidden below one of those shuttles or something I'm not seeing.
Nope.
Well, actually, there is one thing that I want to call to everyone's attention, just to make sure that everyone knows, that there are still drones on the map.
Okay.
There is a single drone that is hiding under a shuttlecraft that is up there. But so I went and took a look to make sure that I knew where everything was before the game started tonight, and so that we wouldn't miss something and realize later, oh god, we forgot something because it's been a month since we played.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point in time, we will continue our scenario with turn 3. So I'm going to bump us up into turn 3. So imp next. And then those of us who haven't completed energy allocation, we can do that now. Bennett is done. I understand. I'm done. And Olives, you're wrapping up as well?
I'm done, yeah.
You're wrapped? Okay. So then, initial activity phase for turn 2. Or, I'm sorry, for turn 3. Prior to, let me pull rules just to make sure that we understand what has to happen next. So I'm going to go to the annex and look at the specific order that things happen in, because there's a lot of things happening. Energy allocation phase, we do all of the things. Bennett, you would, at this point in time, you would announce self-destruction.
Nothing.
No, you're not going to self-destruct?
No, I think we're pretty happy with our ships intact.
Okay, alright, sweet. Let's see. Tractor negative tractor auction would happen at this time, as would, let's see, initial activity phase would happen after. So, there's no tractor auctions, nothing going on, apart from I am maintaining my tractor lock on the fleet repair dock at the at this time. So,
Yep.
That's what we're doing there. Yeah, so so then we go into speed determination phase. So all players announce their speeds.
Yeah.
And I will go ahead and add mine. I have my shuttles are moving speed 6 this turn. So and we have drones that are moving speed 20.
Yep.
Klingons, would you please provide me with your speeds?
We have the IKV cheat, which is that cheat? Yes. IKV cheat 2 is moving, and I lost my SSDs. Where did they go? Oh, my Adobe crashed. Well, okay, we'll start with the other two. The other two, the Mortal Will and the Myth, are going speed 22.
22, got it.
I have that explicitly written down in my notes. Now, let's see. Then the other one is going speed 13. Yeah.
Sheet 2 is moving speed 13.
Yes.
All right. USS Arleigh Burke. What is your speed for turn 3?
Speed 6.
Speed 6. Okay, so we've already got 6s. Are there any other speeds currently on the map that I'm not thinking of? We've got speed 6 shuttles. We've got speed 20 drones. We've got speed 6.
No, nothing. I think we're good.
All right, I'm going to add speed 1, just because I want to remember that at Impulse 32, the orbit rotation happens. So, doing that. All right. Then, after speed determination phase is the self-destruction phase. So, Bennett, the self-destruction that you plotted for all 3 of your ships would happen at this point in time. So,
for sure.
Sensor lock-on phase. Anybody who has ECM or ECCM doing lending or anything like that, you would announce at this point in time. So,
Yeah,
I will announce that I have the base station is generating 6 points of ECCM.
Okay.
And that is all.
The Myth has 6 points of ECM.
Great. It's kind of what I thought.
But the other two have nothing.
Understood. All right, so a net 0 across the board.
Yep.
We don't have to worry about lock-ons to targets because nobody has any serious damage in that vicinity. So then we will move on to the initial activity phase. The only things that happen here are tractor rotations, which we are going to perform. So using the tractor link that I have on the fleet repair dock, I am rotating it into this hex. One step closer to... Then... Does that make you happy?
I think. Let me consult my plotted. I have plotted out my movements. I just want to make sure.
I see.
Yes, that does make me very happy.
Fantastic. Well, it makes me happy too. If it makes you happy, it makes me happy. All right. Then we will continue on with the impulse activities segment. So, as per usual.
Really quickly.
Sure.
Do drones have to move to hit something?
Drones always have to move, but they can perform every turn. They can perform one HET if they end up in a turn if they end up in a hex with their target prior to their move, they can simply perform an HET on that impulse and stay in the same hex.
Oh no, I mean like if I hypothetically am in the same cell as you, and I deploy my drones and they don't move that turn, do they hit that turn?
I see. Well, they wouldn't hit. Well, let me consult because I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head. So we will. I'm going to pull up the rules. We're going to take a quick look, and
I might be very unhappy about this tractor, depending on how this lines up.
All right. So then, drone targets can be targeted on anything. Firing at drones doesn't matter. Drone impact. When an explosive drone enters the hex of its target, it explodes. Combat notes. Let's see. FD10, maybe? FD10 is drone construction, doesn't matter. Interesting. Okay, so let's see if there's a...
It's charged immediately. Like, I wonder if that's the...
Yeah, see, the issue that we run into is that the order of operations comes into play. Drones don't cause damage. They don't hit their targets after on the impulse that they're launched. I don't think. Okay. I think it's because of the way that we end up here in the...
they're launched after movement.
They're launched after movement. Yeah, that would be the reason for that. So, seeking weapons stage, launch plasma torpedoes, launch drones would happen in FD12, but the damage from movement or the resolve explosions, resolve any damage from seeking weapons happens in step A.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, yeah. Does that put a damper on your plans?
Maybe. I'd have to... Let me consult my speed chart.
There's always the emergency decel if you need to do something of that nature.
Yeah, we'll play it on the fly and see.
We'll play it on the fly. Yeah.
I
Things
think
happen.
We might be able to get something to happen, but we'll see.
All right. Well, let's see how it happens then. Then we will start with the first impulse. I'm going to get rid of the rules.
It does say CF232 if the seeking weapon was launched in the same hex as its target.
F232. Fantastic. That is
F232.
exactly what I was looking for. You said FD232?
F2... Yeah, it's on page 166.
Right.
F232, and there's like several different codes. It's called same hex launch.
Same hex launch. I want it now. Yeah. So let's grab it and just be sure. So, impulse in, seeking weapon movement ignored since the seeking weapon has not been launched yet. Seeking weapon launched. Direct fire weapons in +1 movement is not scheduled to move. Seeking weapon movement regardless, it would impact on the target whether or not it was scheduled to move. For purposes, same hex launch, doesn't matter. Let's see. Okay, so F2321 matters. Direct fire weapons can be fired at the seeking weapon before it impacts. If the seeking weapon is launched in the same hex as its target, sequence of play allows the target the opportunity to fire. For purposes of same hex launch. And it doesn't. It would say that whether or not it doesn't say that the drone would have to move out of the hex if it moved on the next impulse. I don't think that it says.
I did see that where it said that you can't HET the very first time you're launched, but the next impulse you can HET.
I see.
Yeah, I read that a while ago too.
Okay, so because the target must be in the seeking weapon's forward arc, if an enemy unit is making a high-speed run through your hex, you'd be obligated to face seeking weapon's launch while he was in a hex toward him, opposite direction of his movement. The weapons would then be left facing the wrong direction if he moved out of the hex on the next impulse. It'd be more advisable to launch the weapons before he entered your hex or just after he left it.
Yeah.
So there is the possibility, and I'm not seeing specifics.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing specifics, but I would say that there is a possibility that if you launch seeking weapons in a hex and then they move on the next impulse, then they could potentially move out of the hex instead of hitting the target, and then they would be the seeking weapons would no longer have the target in their forward arc, and they would go inert. But they are moving speed 20. So if you were to...
No, that doesn't help me.
Okay. So if they were to... Just to finish the thought for anybody who's watching, if you were to launch them in the hex and then they didn't move on the next hex and the target didn't move on the next impulse, then they would still be there at the explosion resolution segment of the next impulse, and the impact would still happen, regardless of the fact that they didn't necessarily move that impulse.
Yeah.
So
either way, I said that I was happy with that movement. I am very unhappy with that movement.
Oh no!
We'll see if we can make it work.
Okay.
All
right. Well, I'm gonna kill the rules again. We're going to.
Everyone has a plan until they're punched in the face, you know.
Everybody has a plan until that first punch lands. That's right.
Klingon Admiral Mike Tyson.
The IKV Mike Tyson. Prepare to be boarded. All right. We're going to move on to Impulse 1 of turn 3. So, Impulse 1, nobody moves.
Yep.
Impulse 2.
Really quickly, can you pop up the SSDs?
Sure. Let's go to Impulse 2.
Sure. I just want to check my math really quickly.
Anything in particular you want to see up close?
The no color is pink, right?
Correct.
So I lost one drone there, and yeah. Okay, no, we're good. That's all.
Fantastic.
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't accounting for more things than I had.
Right. Understood. Then next impulse is Impulse 2, in which 20s and 22s move.
All right.
I'm going to take a look at SSDs again myself. Just to be certain I know what's happening here. Okay. Turning into them. Great. Impulse.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Talking to myself.
You have a drone still.
Yeah.
You recall it needs to. Oh, you did move it. Great.
Yeah, I moved it.
Then, Impulse 3. It's 13s and 22s.
Do I have front shields?
Do you have shields?
Yes, they're up.
Your shields are up. Okay. Yes, none of your front shields have been hit thus far.
So I did a little bit of damage. Who did the damage? Did I do any of that damage? Or?
The base and you.
Okay. Yeah, you did the damage to the drone cruiser.
Oh,
the purple guy. And I did the rest of the damage to the red guy.
I have a note that one of the ships
red
burned out.
Yes, that's correct.
Red is burned out, right?
Yes, I also took that note.
Okay, perfect.
And your ships fired at the same impulse that my shuttles fired, which was impulse 32.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't need guns.
My base fired on impulse 27. So my base is once again eligible to fire.
Yep. Man, in my recent foray playing these Klingons, they've really come to hate the phaser too.
Yes. I don't blame you whatsoever. So 13's got to move that time. Were you planning on moving the cheat too?
Yes,
or did you?
I was.
Okay, fantastic.
That was the plan.
Then
okay, well, whatever.
Alright. Let me check some math here, because I definitely need to understand what is coming next. Here we go. Ranged target. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Right? Just make sure. Are we saved? Oh no.
Oh,
It's
I need to turn back to this. Yeah, there we go. Still cooked? This is impulse 3.
Cooked.
Impulse 4. 20s only.
This is so cooked.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yep. I am going to take this opportunity to launch some drones. No, I'm not. No, what am I doing? No, I'm not. Yeah, no, I need to launch drones. That's
Yes.
I absolutely need to do that. So let me make some things happen here.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so we're gonna make. I gotta take some notes. What's happening?
Saved? Are we saved? I am desperately trying to plot this out right now. Are we saved? Here. We might be saved. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
All good. I'm taking a look at SSDs again just to make sure that I fully understand what I've got going. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Bear with me a second. Okay, one down. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, but it is what it is. All right, so my 2 drones are on the board. Or about to be.
Oh.
There we go. All right. sure I've got all of the necessary. What's going on? There. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. All paperwork completed. That was not intentional. Bad keystroke. Make a problem. Big rocket go now. There we go. Okay.
Big rocket go now.
All right. Impulse.
I'd like to think that's what all my ships have painted on their side.
Big rocket go now.
Yeah.
Okay. Impulse 5 then. 13 20s and 22s. Yeah, we'll make that go.
22s. And 13. All right. These are moving speed 20.
Correct.
Let's see, what are my... Okay. Well, looks like we're going to be tanking something. Stand in the fire, DPS higher.
That's right. Impulse 6. 22s and 6s.
Hey.
These fellas are doing their thing. Oh, I moved your guys too. My mistake. These guys go here.
Oh, sorry. My bad. They are not facing this way.
Correct. I selected far too much.
No, that's no worries.
And they go one step back, which is here.
You said 22s though, right?
Oh, the 22s move. Yes, correct. So they can move forward. You're right.
6.
Okay. Let me see.
Okay, I think we might be saved.
BRB.
All right. I don't know what to do here. We're gonna keep moving.
You can start paying those bribes to my weapons officer. They're well known to accept those.
That is very true. Impulse 7, 20s only. I think this guy would need a turn. Keep you in his forward arc.
Do I have anything fancy I can do? Oh, my sensors are blinded. And I didn't power that. How about this? Sure. Let me check my battery status. Probably not charged.
Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing here. Did I lose all of the SSDs? I sure did. I pushed the wrong button and all the SSDs went away. Perfect. All right. Okay. We got a shot at this. Impulse.
I'm not really needed right now anyway.
No, you're fine. Impulse 8. 13, 20, 22.
Pulse 8, 13, 20, and 22. So 13. 20. Then drones move second, right?
Correct. They moves last. Yeah. So this one will strike. Now I'm going to look at the rules for moving in same.
You said he can just HET, right?
He can HET, but does that affect the shield that he hits on? Is what I'm asking.
Oh.
This one is going to strike on the number 6 shield of red,
which is down.
Which is down, which is 12 points of damage in.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to check the rules for same hex movement.
Yeah. And
So
does this damage come before or after guns?
before.
Okay. That's very sad.
Yes.
That's fine.
All right. So
Oh. Okay. At this point, guns are back up. Simple say.
correct.
BP.
And
Alright. But red has no disruptors.
okay. All right. So you can't find it. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking for it at this time. So we'll just say that it entered the hex. You entered the hex on impulse or on shield 1, regardless of the fact that it effectively moves after that. It's going to hit on the same shield that it entered in. So you've got one drone that goes off in shield 2, or sorry, shield 6, and one that goes off on shield 1.
Both on red?
Both on red.
Oh, you fool.
All right, so let me pull that up and assign that damage, and then we can talk about what else we have to do.
I was hoping you would hit pink. No.
All right, so let's do.
Red, you're supposed to be the chosen one.
You are the chosen one. Let me pull up red here. He should
to
be number
dodge
1.
controls, not tank him. All right, let's do this.
All right, doing the thing. We're pulling red. Here he is. All right, so he's going to take 12 internals and 12 points of shield damage. So not a big deal.
Well, it depends what you hit.
That's true. That is very true. But 12 points of shield damage you can tank. 12 points internal.
Yeah.
Olives, you want to roll those for me?
Sure.
Yes, I also want Olives to roll those for me.
7.
7 is forward hull. No. Battery. I'm looking at the wrong place. I don't see any no, you don't have any batteries remaining. Center warp, you don't have. Shuttle, you don't have. APR, you do have. So that's 1.
6.
Forward hull impulse, you do have. So we'll take the impulse. That's 2.
5.
Right warp engine. It's 3.
8.
No aft hull, APR. That's 4.
10.
Is a phaser. Bennett, you can choose. I'm assuming one of the phaser 2s on the left side.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 5.
Oh, I want a phaser 1.
7.
7 will be APR again. Well,
7
wrong
again.
button. Okay, we'll pop 2 APRs. That is 6 and 7 hits.
6.
6 is impulse. That's 8.
7.
Is no more APR, so we go to labs. That's 9.
7 again.
Lab
Man.
is 10.
Lab is basically a shield.
10.
10 is a tractor. Which is, what, did I say that? I said that was the previous was 9, so this is 10. Okay, 2 more. Did I say the last one was 10? No,
Well,
2
I
labs
got
was
12.
10. Oh, you counted 12. Okay, good. Then
So 8.
I missed a count.
Last number's 8.
8. Last number would be APR, but you don't have it, so we go and hit the right warp engine.
Yeah, I count 12.
Great.
Disruptors are done. Well, we'll see how this goes.
Alright, so then I am going to, on this impulse, I'm going to check.
Are we moving
Oh, yeah.
to firing?
We are moving to firing, yes.
Okay.
And I am going to... I'm going to hold. No, fuck it. I'm gonna fire.
I'm gonna drop. Let's see.
This is gonna hurt. All of this is gonna hurt.
I'm gonna drop 2 shuttles.
Okay.
If I could get.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sorry.
I'll just take one of these dead scatter packs.
I can just copy it for you. There you go.
Oh, God knows. I'm not going back for those scatter packs. Alright. They come from pink.
Okay.
They are moving. Speed 2.
Speed 2. Interesting. Okay.
And then I'm gonna be shooting
Yes.
all the phasers.
Fantastic. And that is a down shield.
Right in front of me?
The one facing you on the
It is, yeah.
Fred, yeah, is a down shield. That's correct. All the phasers?
Not on blue. Pink and red, all phasers.
Pink and red, all phasers. I'm firing all phasers from the base. 4 phaser 4s that bear.
Okay.
And they're... Go ahead.
Sorry, you go first.
They're going into red.
Okay. So that's 3 phaser 1s for me on red. 3 phaser 2s. And then on pink, I have 7 phaser 2s. I haven't lost any phasers on pink, have I?
Pink has not been hit.
Okay, yeah, so 7 plus 3, 10 phasers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
2s and...
I'm sorry.
No worries.
I'm getting things mixed up. So let me back up. Pink has been hit. Pink is the drone cruiser.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
But I have not lost any phasers.
Yeah, let me pull that up. He has lost no phasers.
Yep.
That is correct. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Just 1 drone. Okay, so that is going to be 10 phaser 2s and 3 phaser 1s at range, whatever this is. 2.
Range 2. Yeah. And I'm firing 4 phaser 4s at range 3.
Yikes. 60 damage coming in hot. Alright. Do you want to roll first, or should I?
Oh, I'm also going to fire from my shuttles, who can fire this impulse. They're going to fire all 4 phaser 3s into blue.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, not that that's going to do much, but yeah. Let's go ahead and roll them.
You want to roll first, or should I?
I'll go ahead and roll. Yeah, no problem. So it'll be 4d6s. 1 to 4 is 20 points of damage. 5 and 6 is 15 points of damage at this range.
Come on, Federation Pig Dog.
It's 20, 40, 60, 80 points of damage. Maximum damage.
What phase for those?
Phaser 4s. Those are the
Those
base
are cheat
phasers. Yeah.
They're cheat phasers. That's the right term there.
So, yeah. All right. So 80 points of damage into number 2's down shield.
Yeah, I think that chip's going bye-bye.
I would think that's a.
That could be a bye-bye.
I think that's a
that chip's
bye-bye.
going bye-bye.
We didn't roll those, do you?
Now, is Pink gonna survive the explosion?
Well, Pink will survive the explosion. The D7C does not explode for enough to destroy Pink.
Well, I need to keep those drones alive. That's the problem.
See, there's the thing.
All right,
we'll see how that goes.
All right.
But go ahead and fire your phasers.
Okay, so here's the D2s. So with phaser 2s. So at range
Yikes.
2, that's gonna be 4, 8, 12, 3, 15, 18, 22, 26, 30, 35, 39.
Okay.
And then 3 phaser 1s. Is gonna be range 2, 4, 10, 14 plus 39 is 49, 53.
53. Okay.
Almost matched it.
53 points of damage into the Fred, I assume.
Yeah.
The Fred can handle it.
Yes, it can.
Let me count. So I'm going to count boxes on the D7C red.
I'm gonna pull up the explosion size. Ship chart.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 29, and 29. There's no chance he survives. This is 0. 80 points of damage. Will hit every single box, and then some.
That's D7C.
D7C, yeah.
That's 20 points of explosion.
20 points of explosion damage. Okay, so
Now what shield does that go on?
that will be randomly determined because you're in the same hex. So the shuttles are vaporized.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we get rid of those.
Did you just destroy the fleet repair dock?
No, I just destroyed the red Klingon.
Oh, I see.
So red Klingon is kaboomed.
Yeah.
Mortal Will is deaded.
So then, Bennett, I'll have you roll a 1d6 for random placement of the explosion of D7C number 1 onto pink. If you roll a 2,
Okay.
that's on his note. So whatever you roll, that's the facing that you get.
So 2 is the down shield.
2 is the down shield. If you roll a 2, he takes 20 internals. Number 1. All right, so he was lagging just a little behind and took all the damage on that shield. All right, so then I will mark those boxes. Okay, so before we put any more damage down, I'm gonna roll my 4d6s for my phaser 3s and count that up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's all pretty much gonna be. Range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 15 points of damage onto blue there in the back. So let me get that marked. That's on his number 3 shield.
Yep.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is still gonna hurt. All right.
Okay. I think we're saved. We've dodged all the hurdles.
We shall see.
I think we're safe.
Oh, wrong guy. All right. Bear with me a second while I mark our guys.
07 Mortal Will.
Rest in pepperonis. Mortal Will. Alright, so we need to roll 53 internals on the fleet repair dock.
I think Mortal Will is what got nerfed recently on Panther. So it was an omen.
All right, I'm gonna do this in a slightly different color this time, just so we know. It was combined fire. So yeah, 53 coming in. Give me a second with
Well, they were
Photoshop.
different chips. That is all.
Oh yeah, you rolled them all together though.
I did.
Yeah, the issue that will, it's not gonna matter because anything that would go towards salvo damage or anything that would be affected by salvo damage, you're not gonna be able to hit very much of anyway because he doesn't have any phasers that bear there. All right, no. All right, we are. There we go. Okay, so I've got my tool ready to go. Olives, if you please.
53.
We're gonna do 53.
I'll start counting.
5.
5 is right warp engine, which I don't have. So aft hull.
8.
Aft hull.
6.
Is forward hull.
6.
Forward hull.
10.
Is phaser, the one that he could still hit. It's gone.
10.
Tractor. Fortunately, got plenty of those.
9.
Left warp engine I don't have. Forward hull I do.
6.
Forward hull.
7.
Cargo, which is not there. Okay.
10.
After tractor is impulse. I don't have any more impulse. I have aft hull. Okay.
7.
More cargo.
6.
More forward hull.
10.
More aft hull.
7.
More cargo.
8.
More aft hull.
7.
I love all these 7s that you're rolling. That's more cargo.
7.
More cargo.
12.
Auxiliary control. Ugh, don't like that so much.
8.
Aft hull.
10.
Aft hull. Last time in that category.
Bridges their shields until you lose them all.
Yeah.
10.
10 is forward hull. Last time in that category.
6.
Forward hull impulse lab. Do I have labs on this thing? Surely I do not. No, I don't.
I don't see any.
Left warp sensor. Okay. That's not good.
7.
Cargo.
7.
Cargo.
7.
Cargo.
10.
For whole right warp APR. That's gonna start hurting.
Yeah. 5.
5 would be aft hull cargo battery. I would appreciate if you didn't do any more of those.
2.
Bridge, last time in that category.
2.
Flag bridge, but I don't have one of those, so we move on to sensor again. I can't control seeking weapons.
I counted 3.
I see 2, 8, 10, 17, 20, 25. Yes, I count 29.
Okay, 29.
10.
10 is still APR.
4.
4 would be phaser, but you can't hit any of those phasers, so we go to transporter. Last time,
3.
oh, not good. Drone, last time in that category.
4.
Right warp, impulse, forward hull, aft hull, left warp, APR. Ugh.
4 again.
APR, again.
3.
Phaser, no. Impulse, left warp, right warp, aft hull, shuttle. I do have shuttles. Okay.
7.
Cargo.
5.
Shuttle. No, battery. Last time in that category. Oh,
Hey, what
that
is
hurt.
repair hit on?
Cargo.
Cargo, okay.
5.
5 is cargo.
7.
7 is cargo. Just a second. I'm going to back up. I realize that I've been hitting batteries on 5 when cargo it comes before it. I almost always forget to even consider cargo because most combat ships don't have it. So I'm taking back my 2 batteries and taking 2 more cargo hits instead.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
All right.
Another 7.
More cargo.
3.
From Phaser Impulse Shuttle.
11.
Torpedo, but I don't have that, and I can't hit Phaser, so I'm going to Tractor.
9.
Left warp, forward hull cargo.
6.
6. Sensor's been hit, so we go to Tractor.
6.
Is Tractor again.
8.
Is Shuttle, or APR, sorry.
Where are we at, Bennett?
I think
I'm counting.
4 off, but I
Let's
think
see.
I lost a few.
5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 22, and 10 is 32, and 7 is 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So 7 to go.
7 to go.
7.
Cargo.
5.
Cargo.
6.
6 is we've already hit sensor, so Tractor.
5.
Cargo.
3 to go.
Okay.
8.
Is APR.
7.
7 is cargo.
1 more. 9.
Cargo. All right, we're looking pretty beat up, but we're looking a lot better than I thought we would at the end of that.
It's not over yet.
It's not. It's certainly not over yet. I have no illusions that we're over. But we survived the initial onslaught, and that is not nothing.
No,
Okay.
got me a little concerned though, because I really don't want to have to take a second pass at this thing.
Because
I do
the
not
first
think
pass,
it's gonna end well.
yeah, first pass cost you a command cruiser.
Well, you know, he gave his life for ire.
He gave his life for ire. That's true. Okay, so we're moving on then. I don't want to do this. Let's see. Can I?
Did you mark the cheat too?
The what?
On the shield. The damage
Cheat.
to the shield.
I did. Yeah. So let's review. So you know what? I haven't saved any of them, so they haven't showed up in this SSD sheet yet. So let me fix that. That's a save. That's a save. That's a save. So blue has some shield damage. Oh, I didn't mark pink. That's the one that I missed.
Okay.
So let's do that. So explosion of 20.
20 to the front.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. 10. So 10 points left on that front shield. Okay.
Yeah, we can live with that.
All right. Then, very eventful quarter turn, gentlemen. Very eventful. Moving right along, however. Impulse. 9. 22s.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, yeah, we can go ahead and destroy, fully remove the Mortal Will. He is well and truly gone. Okay. I have to think about what I want to happen here now. The Myth is your drone cruiser.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Let's
One, I get 5.
let's drop the battery and lock on tractor.
Fine with me. All right.
Now let's see. Given that, I need to check one additional thing. Side left. Oh. Oh, yes.
Well, I guess we should auction for the tractor.
I guess we should. If you're gonna auction back.
Let me just consult my thing.
What a poker player.
Okay.
All right. Then I am going to. Are you ready to auction?
I'm ready.
All right.
Twitch chat or
Twitch chat.
Okay.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Damn. I was hoping you would put more than one.
Yeah, I know. All right, so lock on tractor from the Fred, and I'm gonna fire.
Okay.
Um,
And then just for speed, my speed is now 0
after.
Back.
after tractor.
Oh,
Or do I
yes,
push the
correct.
Fred?
No, you can't push. Well, the Fred is.
'Cause if I
Well,
can't
let's
push
see.
the Fred, he's going straight into that planet.
Yeah, no, that's a consideration that I did not make. Let me think about. Let me decide on this. What is your size class for the Klingon?
Size class is size class 3.
If we're the same size class, then I have to not do that, or at least drop it immediately thereafter, and that's not good. That's a point of battery wasted.
I'll let you take it back.
Well, no, I committed to it, but
Let's see, what is the Fred?
I'm looking for it. Where's the? I had it listed 76. I'm in the wrong section.
It is size class 2.
Okay, so it's larger. It can resist your push. So yes, you're effectively speed 0.
Now, what if 2 size class 3 try to push it?
I think that it can.
We'll say it can't.
I think it ignores smaller ships. It's
That's fine.
orders of magnitude larger.
Unless it's a tug ship. Then. I
Correct.
almost brought a battle tug.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
I decided against it.
Okay, I did say that I was firing, so I'm gonna fire on pink.
Okay.
And I need to confirm exactly what I'm firing.
Yeah,
That's going to be...
was almost the most wild fleet you've ever seen. With carriers with no fighters and battle tugs.
Nice. Okay, so... this is going to be 2 phaser 4s.
Okay.
And 2 phaser 4. Yeah, 2 phaser 4s. Just going to have to be that. That's all I can do.
Dropping my batteries for reinforcements.
Fantastic. All right. So at range 2, it's the same deal as before. Let me get to rolling dice. All right. So it's 15 and 20, so 35 points of damage onto
32.
32. Okay. So 32. You got 3 batteries that you dropped?
I got 3 batteries.
Fantastic. Okay, so then we go to pink.
And
Let me go to...
untouched.
Yeah, fortunately
Yes,
for you, less so for me. Would have been nice if you'd have come in the other... I don't know, backed in or something, so give me a down shield.
Yeah.
Would have been nice.
Thrust.
Yeah. Okay, so then I'm pulling up the...
22 is what I counted.
Wrong
For
side.
10 internals.
I believe that's correct. Yeah. All right. So I'm doing it in black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yes, 10 internals. Olive, you want to give me 10?
All right, Olives. You know your mission.
Roll 3s for me.
No, do not roll a single 3 ever.
5.
5 is right warp.
11.
11 is a torpedo, but we don't have torpedoes, so we'll go to phaser.
2
One of the 2s. Okay.
on the left side. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 10.
It's another phaser. I assume the other phaser too.
Left side. Yeah.
8.
8 is aft
Oh,
hull.
what are sensors shot on?
Phasers.
Oh, can you get rid of the sensors then?
Oh,
Rather
sure.
than the phasers? Yeah. Sensors are unneeded.
Unnecessary at this point. Yeah.
Their job is to get me to the thing.
Right.
And I'm
All right. All right. So we've got 4 hits.
Okay. 4.
Another phaser. So we'll take one of the phaser 2s.
Yeah, take one of the phaser 2s.
That's 5 hits.
3.
There's a drone.
Okay.
It's 12 points of damage I don't have to deal with. Do you have a specific rock that you want me to hit?
Well, that's a funny joke. I have sized giant drones coming in hot.
Did you don't have a specific rack you want me to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was 6 hits. Yeah.
4.
Mm-hmm.
It's transporter.
7.
Cargo.
2 more.
Yep.
9.
Left warp
8.
is aft hull.
Okay, we're good.
Olives. That was out of 10 hits. 4 of those were weapons. Thank you.
Nice.
4 were weapons and 2
You
were
have
power.
Saved yourself. I think 24 points of damage there.
Fantastic. All right, we are going to have to. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we'll see what we will see.
Or maybe not. Who knows? All right.
Impulse. That was Impulse 9.
Impulse 9. Perfect. All right.
Impulse 10. 13s and 20s.
Yep. I am deploying 4 drones. They are moving at speed 12.
I thought as much. Okay. That's 4 drones.
4 drones.
Okay. That,
This is where all my points went to for my commander's options.
yes, that is sticky, as I've got to do some things that I don't want to have to do now. These are going to be 2-place explosive drones, too.
No, they're just armored drones.
Oh, they're just armored drones, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we don't, yeah, we're okay with that. Okay, let me look at my options. 3. Yep, I'm in prime position there, so sensors are blinded because I've been firing weapons. Okay. The Fred is going to drop another battery, second battery, to tractor one of the drones.
Okay.
The base station is going to fire 1 ADD and 2 phaser 3s. 2 phaser 3s at... I'm going to fire all 3 phaser 3s. And the ADD. ADD at one drone, 3 phaser 3 at the other drone. Lock tractor on the third drone, and unfortunately we have to just let the... let me see. No, I don't have enough batteries to do anything else. I had to drop 1 battery. Wait, no, that was last turn. And I recharged that. Okay, so dump 2 batteries from the base station to tractor the 4th drone. So 2 drones tractored.
Mm-hmm.
1 drone is the target of an ADD. The other drone is the final drone is the target of 3 phaser 3s.
Yeah. At range 2.
It's going to be a 1 to 3. So
for the phaser 3, range 2. Okay.
it's 3, 2, 1 or 4, 3, 2, 1. So
Yep.
yeah. All right. So the and these are 6 hit point drones.
They are.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit, but here we are. 3 phaser 3s. We'll do that first.
So survived drone.
That is not enough. God damn it. Okay. The ADD.
Wait. 5. No, that's exactly enough. That's 6.
Oh god. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Yep. 3, 2, 1. You're right. Okay. So 1 drone is dead. ADD 1 to 3. Come on, weapons officer. No.
Yes. Okay.
That one gets through.
Okay.
Nothing I can do about that, unless it doesn't move this next impulse. In which case, yeah, I believe you. All right, well, it is what it is. Not a whole lot I can do about that.
If your tractors go down.
If my tractors go down, well, you better believe I'm damaging the last of my tractors, or the one that's active, the 2 that are active, I guess. Yeah. All right. But all right, so two locked in various tractor links.
Yep.
One
both from the
is wild.
Fred, right?
One is from the base. One is from the Fred.
One's from the base. One's from the Fred. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right.
Okay. All right. I got one of them. I stopped 2 of them. I'm gonna eat one of them. There's nothing I can do about that. Nothing at all. Impulse. Damn it.
10.
Impulse 11 is coming up.
Yep.
22s and
still
6s.
tractored. My 22 is still, my myth is still tractored, right?
Yes. And on Impulse 11, 20s do not move. I get another shot.
No, but they're moving 12. And 12.
Oh, they are moving 12, and I didn't add it. Let me get that added. I'm sorry. SFP add.
12s do move on 11.
No! Yes, they do. Yeah, you did.
I made sure. That's why
Yeah,
I
you
didn't fire
did.
them last turn. I fired them.
Yeah.
I
Give me
would've-
no opportunity.
That was the plan.
That is what it is. I wear a drone. 24 points of damage into that down shield, yeah.
I'll leave these here just to be those.
All right, still 2 up. So, okay.
Yeah.
24 points of damage. I can weather that. That's not an issue. It's if you start knocking off my tractors in large numbers that things become a little trickier. Olives.
We doing it?
Give
Right,
me 24.
More.
Let me choose another color so I can count. Give me a half a tick here. That came from pink, right?
I came from pink.
Okay. Let's make that pink then.
Really quickly, can I see? Oh, I can. No, I can't. Can I see blue really quick?
Sure. I'll pull him up. He would be the remaining number 3 on the right.
Yeah.
No, that's pink. Sorry. Remaining number 2 on the right. That's blue.
That is blue. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right.
Ready?
I'm good. Go ahead.
Yep. Let's do it.
8.
8. Well, I lost my Fred. Give me a second. Where's my Fred? Window. Fred. There he is. Okay. 8 is APR. Okay.
6.
Is forward hull, impulse, lab, left warp, sensor. Last time in that category. I don't think that I've ever taken that many hits on a sensor bar.
11.
All right. 11 would be a torpedo if I had them, or a phaser if I had them there. I don't. So we go to impulse, right warp, left warp, forward hull, tractor.
Nice.
Bennett. It's 2.
9.
Cargo.
Seems like the example I've made out of the previous weapon officers has stuck.
9 is cargo. 20 to go.
10.
Tractor.
6.
Tractor. I don't like that. Not one
9.
bit. Is cargo.
9.
Cargo.
6.
Tractor. I don't like it. I don't like it.
12.
Is auxiliary control. Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait, is that it? Oh no, you have
No, I just got emergency bridge, but one more 12 in this game.
Alright, Olives, you know it's roll.
3.
Drone, which I don't have anymore. Phaser, which I also don't have anymore. Shuttle, which I don't have anymore. Damage control, that hurts. That's going to seriously impede my efforts, gentlemen.
Yeah.
My repair efforts.
7.
7 is cargo. Last time in the cargo category, but we're moving on to repair.
3.
Is after center warp, lab, finally getting those batteries. Oh, that did not work so well. Bear with me just a second. I gotta make a quick change to how I'm doing this. Where's my bloody button? There it is. Brush.
5.
Sorry, hang on just a second.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. I'm just having some difficulty with the. There we go. All right. You said 5 is the next one.
Yep.
5 is cargo, which we're gonna start burning and repair.
9.
More cargo.
11.
Torpedo, phaser, impulse, tractor. Can't take many more of those.
6.
Tractor.
10.
I don't think we've hit the tractor on that mark either. Damn.
9.
Cargo.
4.
Transporter. Let's see. No, don't have those anymore. Right warp, impulse, forward hull, aft hull, left warp, APR. Okay.
10.
Say it again.
10.
It's APR. 1/4 through my APR.
8.
APR.
How many of these are we doing?
5 more.
5
1,
more?
2, 3, 4. 9, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I count 23. I'll count them again.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 9, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, one more.
Yeah. No. Oh, I missed the.
These
I
two.
missed the APR and the damage control down there.
Oh, there you go. Last hit.
11.
Is another tractor.
1 off.
I got 3 remaining tractors.
Yeah, if you got a 12.
If I had had a 12, this would have been a very different turn. But we're not done. We're not done with the turn.
One more pass. One more pass.
Okay. Wow.
Well, actually, technically 2. Because I do have a stray drone.
Yes. That one's moving speed 20 though, right?
It is.
And it's a little bit easier to kill, perhaps.
A little bit.
Okay, well, shit. At the end of 1/3 of the turn.
Okay.
All right, moving on to Impulse 12.
I hope you know you killed 3 more size or Type 5 drones than those shuttles.
Yes. Well, I realized when you drop the shuttles, I'm like, I have to destroy red. I have to go all out. Yeah, I believe it.
I had some.
Yeah. That's exactly what I would have done. Pull up, take the brunt, dump the shuttles.
All right, let's.
Impulse 12, 20s and 22s.
Yep. 22s aren't moving.
Right, and 20s are coming in.
Yep.
Impulse 13. 13s and 20s. Oh God. Did I miss a 6 somewhere? Surely not.
Really no.
Give me a
Have you
second.
moved at all yet, Olives?
I've moved. Yeah, Olive's just moved once.
I moved once, which is feels kind of bad.
On Impulse
6 halfway
13,
through.
Yes, you missed a 6 on 11.
On 11. Okay, so go ahead and move Olives. I've got to move my shuttles as well. We're gonna turn and go there. Do you mind, Bennett, if I move these turn slip markers so that we're not dealing with those?
Oh yeah, please do.
Okay. I know that there's a shuttlecraft underneath one of them.
Yeah, they just moved.
All right. Impulse. Sorry, I lost track of what I was thinking. Impulse 14 is coming up. Impulse 14 is 12s and 22s. I guess 12s are off the board for the time being. Oh, God. Bless it. I should have been firing at those drones the entire time. I'm going to go ahead and... well, I'm going to... I forgot to do it, so I'm not going to like backtrack or anything, but 12s and 22s move on Impulse 14. That's a 20 drone, isn't it?
That's a 20, yes.
Yeah. All right. He's eating an ADD.
This guy?
The guy that you just attempted to move. The stationaries can wait. They've waited all this time. They can wait a little bit longer. That guy gets the ADD. 1 to 4. That's a kill.
Okay. Find me.
I'll go ahead and pull him off. There we go. Impulse 15 is 13s, 20s, and 22s. Well, this is gonna sting.
Alright. And I got things.
Yeah, I figured you do. I'm gonna go ahead and fire ADD at one of the drones. Because
well, well, hold on. Does deploying things come before shooting?
It does.
Okay, I'm dropping drones.
I
That
thought so.
12.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
so
believe
you might want to shoot at those rather than the stationary
that
ones.
is a good call. Yes, I will do that. So one of the new drones, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll a die. It dies. So you've got one drone
One
in theater. Yeah.
I got the 2 part of the 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
We have 3 phaser 1s, 4 phaser 2s, and 4 overloaded disruptors.
Okay. I am declaring catastrophic damage because I know what's coming. I can't cause the when you fire this time, the Fred is doomed. There's nothing that I can do about that at this point. So I am calling catastrophic damage, and that is going to cause a couple of different things to happen. I got to pull up the rule because I haven't had to do this before. Will give me a second to pull up the actual specific rule around it's D21. The page begins on 109.
Okay.
Under certain circumstances defined in 21.2, the player owning a particular unit can declare CD to be in effect catastrophic damage. The player can then take certain steps to save his crew and other elements. Depending on the circumstances that triggered CD, unit in question will then proceed to its fate. Note that under 21.22, the actual destruction of the unit may occur several impulses later. So then, impending destruction is D21.22. When weapons fire or combination of weapons fire and seeking weapons that should be enough to destroy the ship in question or the unit in question, it allows for certain units that are on or within another unit to attempt to escape before the unit explodes. Normally, this is used to try to get your crew out on shuttles, but there is a specific rule with Freds that allows for the ship inside the Fred, as long as it's the only ship inside the Fred, or the ship closest to the exit, has an opportunity to escape as well. So effectively, to fast forward to what that means, effectively it gives an opportunity for the inside units to make a single one-time move for free, basically just getting blown clear of the explosion. And that is handled under D21.5. So for each unit that is attempting to escape under D4, we're going to do, let's see, let me make sure that I can do this.
And it moves 1 hex.
1 or 2.
Or 2. Oh no.
Correct. It's depending on a die roll. Yeah. Ships docked inside a Fred may undock and attempt to escape only if they are first or last in the docking order. If ships are docked inside a module, the starbase, yada yada yada. So the escape procedure. So that says ships inside can attempt to escape. The procedure is I roll a d6. If I roll a 1 to 3, the ship is ejected 1 hex. And it'll be straightforward in the direction that it's pointing, which is that direction, correct. If I roll a 4 to 6, it explodes, or it moves out 2 hexes. But then it's there. There's nothing that I can do about that.
Okay, just for the record, I have 2 phaser 2s that are not being fired.
I understand.
Okay.
We will go ahead and take the damage. I know that it is a likelihood that whatever you roll on this, I will also get 72 more points of damage in the subsequent impulses, and that should be enough to destroy the fleet repair dock. So that being said, the Dreadnought is going to attempt an escape. That's the only unit that can, and so I'm going to roll. Actually, Olives, I want you to roll this.
Okay.
The USS Dreadnought is attempting to escape the doomed fleet repair dock. It is going to roll a 1d6. If you roll a 1, 2, or 3, it goes here. If you roll a 5 or a 6, it goes here.
Ready?
Ready.
What happens if you roll a 4?
Did I not say 4? 4, 5, or 6?
Oh, 4, 5, or 6. Okay.
Come on, Olives, you know what to do.
Come on. Oh, no! Okay.
Okay.
So the Dreadnought escapes the Fred. Manages to escape, but not nearly far enough.
Yeah.
That's going to be a problem. Okay. Well, shit.
So what's victory conditions for us?
The Dreadnought has to escape.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So we can't repair it completely at this point, but
We're in a lot of trouble right now,
Yeah.
Olives. The last this third turn of repair was the big one. This is what was going to get us. Honestly, at this point in time, I have to reveal what the Dreadnought actually has available to it, and it's not enough. It's not nearly enough. In 3 turns, the number of repairs that this thing this thing was able to actually get in 3 turns was minimal. Actually, 2 turns of repair. The fact that Bennett was able to destroy the fleet repair dock in 3 turns is colossally bad for us. Let me show you.
It was now or never, I'm gonna be honest, in my own tracking of what I think you had. I'm actually curious to see how accurate my own tracking was.
It's very, very grim for us. So I'm gonna bring up the try to bring up here. Oh, that's the wrong side. That's the base. Okay, so that's the fleet repair dock. That's also the fleet repair dock. Let me fix that. This guy is gonna be
I dropped my shields to throw transporter bombs out. Is that what I did?
correct.
Mm-hmm.
And then just didn't get them up in time.
What do you mean? You cleared a bunch of drones with that?
I did, but then
Yeah, he just didn't get his shields back up before you lit him up,
Yeah.
Internal.
which is why he's got so much internal damage.
But
So
I would
this
have
is
been
what-
able to get back into action, and yeah.
So I was able to repair a grand total of 10 boxes, 11 boxes.
And you were randomly rolling those.
No, I wasn't. Those were directed, but
Oh, okay.
the amount of repair points that it takes to do anything repair related is just astronomical. For every warp engine box, it takes 10 points of repair, and you can put no more than 5 per turn on any box. So I managed to get 1 warp box, 5 impulse boxes, 2 phaser 1s, 2 photons, and the damage control.
Okay.
That's it. That means if I had managed to get to the end of this last turn, or this turn, I would have been able to double that. 5 more engine boxes, 3 more phaser 1s, and halfway to the sensor and the scanner. And maybe I would have been able to get something out of that in subsequent turns. But the fact that I only had 2 turns to repair, there's no coming back from this. absolutely no way. The most I can move right now is a speed of 2. I can't fire weapons. I barely have enough to get the shields up. And I'm going to take damage when the Fred goes up. Fred is going to explode bigly.
Explode for 6. It's going to explode for 16.
16. So that's going to be...
There is a chance that you sink all the ships or significantly cripple those ships enough that maybe the base station can mop them up. But I wouldn't be optimistic if I was.
Yeah, I'm not optimistic whatsoever. But I want to play it out. I want to play it at least to the end of this turn to see. Well, you're weaponless at this point in time, so the rest of 2 phaser 2s. So what we can do with the Dreadnought is the Dreadnought in 4 impulses will have its shields up, but if the Fred explodes in that amount of time, regardless, I can soak any damage that I would receive, and it's going to be significant. It's going to be at least probably 30 points of internal damage on the Dreadnought before it can even get its shields up. But all of that will get soaked into systems that aren't active anyway. So it's not going to change the landscape for the Dreadnought much. But it has to... It basically has to just try to survive long enough for the base to destroy the Klingons. And that is not something that I think that we can do.
Yeah.
So... I honestly, I think, I want to see what damage gets done and if the Fred actually explodes. Or if it's just rendered inert by an emergency bridge hit. But either way, those drones, when those drones come in, and they will come in, it explodes. It will explode. So... Man, Bennett, you're fast. You came in so hard on us. Let me get back over to the map page, because I don't think I'm at a point at this juncture. I think that it's just a concession. I don't think that we can. I don't think we can win this. You've got half a turn to get far enough away from the base that you can take pot shots at the Dreadnought for, however long it takes. Launch drones. There's only so much that I can do.
So, yeah. Just to give you an insight into my tracking, I had you in a slightly better position than you have you. I think I messed up some of the math somewhere. I had you not going for almost any weapons, and you had a lot, or not a lot, but a noticeable amount more speed.
Okay.
So my thought process is the speed is the scariest part, because you're so tanky and the base station has cheater phasers.
Right.
I was thinking, it's turn 3, it's now or never, because at any point he can just drop it and just run circles while he's hiding behind the base station.
Yeah.
So at this point I sacked literally everything. Because I actually got pretty lucky because of the relative lack of phaser fire in the past few turns, so I didn't have to fully recharge those capacitors.
Right.
Which was really nice.
That helped.
Literally the day that we did our last session, I sat down and I said, speed 22, launch big drones in my notes. And then I plotted out the movement I wanted to take. But I thought I was in a little bit worse of a situation than I actually was.
In 2 turns of time, I managed to generate less than 100 points of repair. Given that So, let me just show you my spreadsheet, because I should be able to just pull it up and show you what I did. Bear with me a second. Where are you? Where are you? Where's my Chrome? There it is. That's the wrong one. Alright, we'll pull the rules back up, and we'll go back to... Let's just pull that there. Sorry, I am struggling to find... Interesting. It's not, I can't manage to... I can't pull that. I can't pull that up on. Oh, because it's a window, not a browser thing. Okay, that's my mistake. Let me try one last thing. That is okay. I can make that. There we go. All right. So here's my breakdown of what I actually did. So I had 45 warp boxes would have cost me 450 points over, well, at minimum 2 turns. I generate 30 from the Fred and 8 more from emergency damage control on the Thread. And then what I was going for is quick, cheap power so that I could then turn around and let the Dreadnought also power repair. So I got 5 points of impulse on the first turn.
Yeah.
So that brought me up to 8 points of power total. And that's all I got. After that, I put 1 half of a repair box into center warp because those are harder to hit. And then on turn 2, I really turned it on to try to get warp because I was definitely going for what you expected, try to get as much speed as possible. But at most, if I had put every point that I had into getting speed, I would have had 7 engine boxes at the end of turn 2, and nothing else.
Yeah, I had you marked that 8, so I messed up my math somewhere. But I'm not the one running the Fred, so it doesn't matter. But yeah. I was kind of I was getting a little spooked, especially with the phaser 4s.
Yeah, the phaser 4s are nasty. I mean, you saw that. Basically 2 turns worth of shots, and a ship goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
And it was going to be the drone cruiser. Like, I was going to try to take out the drone cruiser because I knew that was going to be the most dangerous target. But when you launch scatter packs, and I had a down shield on the D7C, and scatter packs within range of the explosion strength, I had to go for
to go for the kill.
The kill.
The scatter packs,
yeah. Had things gone a little differently on the die rolls, had the explosion gone off and actually damaged the drone cruiser in a significant way, then maybe things would have changed slightly. But either way, you bull rushed me, and there was not a whole lot that I could do about it. Now, granted, if I had remembered on turn 1 to do the tractor trick and pulled the Fred along one more turn, then that maybe would have made things a little bit different, where you had to get within range 1 of the base to do what you did. And that would have been deadly.
Well, and the other thing to note is that if, for whatever reason, this charge failed, it's lights for me. It's curtains for me.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. If you didn't destroy the Fred on this pass, that's game.
No, that's game.
That's game, yeah. You did, though. That's the thing. It's like you managed to get in there. Now, I made some tactical errors. But I think absent any chance die rolls kind of situation for you, and given the fact that the frigate got torched a little sooner than we expected, but even then, even if you had waited one more impulse to fire on the frigate, and you would have reduced the internal damage on the frigate by 9 or whatever it was left on this front shield, that doesn't make much of a difference. The frigate did exactly what the frigate was. The frigate did exactly what it was intended to do. It was an attrition unit. It was there to make sure that you couldn't just sit back and pepper me with drones, which is exactly what I think you would have done given the opportunity. But yeah, so given the situation, I think you played this tremendously. I think that it was a big gamble, but it was a gamble that paid off. Having the 2-place drones and basically sacrificing a command cruiser to get in range to drop all of those drones at close range to where my options are limited. That's you couldn't have played that better. If things had gone slightly differently and I'd gotten better shots off on the drone cruiser or managed to do, I was chasing. So this entire turn, I thought that blue was the drone cruiser because I had put damage on the drone cruiser in blue.
Yeah.
And I was angling to try to get a shot at it with my shuttles in its down shield. I miscalculated that by one impulse and didn't manage to do that. It wouldn't have mattered because it was the wrong ship anyway. But I was angling, like I said earlier, at the beginning of the turn, my thought was I can weather anything that the command cruisers throw at me. It's the drone cruiser that you spent the points on. It's the drone cruiser you spent the time on. That's the threat. But you put a trap out that I could not. I couldn't pass up on, and I had to destroy the command cruiser when I did. Mortal Will was your shield. That's exactly what it was.
Stand in the fire, the DPS higher.
And that is a thing that happened.
I gotta say, Olives really just was the most obnoxious pilot ever on that stupid little frigate.
Yeah,
That's
I wonder if we
So annoying.
I should have stayed closer now, though, to the who knows. What's the historical outcome of this scenario?
Well, so there is no historical outcome. This is a general scenario. But everywhere else that I've found it, like battle reports of people having played it, it basically winds up the same way. I've heard I read one situation where the frigate towed the Fred behind the planet on turn 1 and bought some more time that way.
Oh, interesting. Just immediately just play defense.
Just tractor the frigate, tractor the Fred. The Fred can allow a smaller ship to tow it, but
just prepare for the oncoming, just to give more time.
Just give the base more time to do damage, and get on the backside of the planet, because that's where, in a few turns, that's where the base is going to be. I can't stop the fact that the base is going to go around the backside of the planet in a few turns. Bringing the Fred along for the ride is the only way it survives. Yeah. And I hate to say it, but if I don't have 6 or 8 turns of repair, we don't win the scenario. Plain and simple. We just don't. There's nothing we can do about it.
Really? 6 turns, you think?
Well, so in 6 turns, you can generate enough to where you've got 10 warp boxes, maybe. But that's it. And then you just got to run. You just got to run. Or be a moving target. Tank, like you said. Just move and tank what you can and stay with the base. Or get over to the base and dock with it. And make the Klingons come to the base. But even so, unless the base is rotating, and I didn't set it rotating at the beginning of the scenario, and I realized after the fact that was a mistake, because you can't start it if it hasn't started at the beginning of the scenario. Mm-hmm. Until you centerlined on me, where I could get my other 2 phaser 4s to bear, that took a full third of my combat capabilities out of play. And that was a problem. I only ever got 1 photon to fire, and I started at weapon status 1, so I've got to charge that sucker the first time. I managed to fire it on turn 2, but I missed, and I wasn't ever going to get it to fire it again. I knew that. It was going to always be the Phaser 4 game. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways we could have played it, but I feel like the approach that you took, Bennett, regardless of the ships that you came in with, I think that, well, given that you put so much into your drones, and I think that was absolutely the right move. I can't do everything all the time. If you had stayed at range and fired drones at me, that would have been a different story. I could have used my sensor channels to drop as many of them as possible. I could have used T-bombs to drop as many of them as possible. I could have maybe attritioned you out. But rushing and sacrificing one ship to get the other two into point-blank range and just pounding the Fred into dust, it's exactly what you needed to do. And there's no bones about it. Like, there's no other strategy that I can see that would have assured victory on turn 3, no less. Holy hell. I mean, yeah, there's just nothing that the Dreadnought can do. I thought maybe getting it out there might have given me an opportunity to do something, but I realized I got speed 2, and I'm dealing with two barely damaged ships, and one of them is a drone cruiser that's gonna, if left unchecked, he's gonna do 96 points of damage to me every turn. Somewhere. I weathered your scatter packs. I know that. I got out of those. I wouldn't have to deal with that again. But you're in turn 3, so your racks. I'm guessing you're rocking B racks on the drone cruiser. So that means I got 4 more turns that I've got to deal with drones. And if you continue doing what you're doing and stay close and drop drones at point blank range to where I have no time to deal with them,
Yeah.
I just can't win. I just can't. I can't. That's a fantastic strategy.
Yeah, I guess so.
So we should figure out what we're going to do in 2 weeks when we play this again. I have mentioned already that I've got another player who is interested in joining us. I need to try, and this is it's a big try with a big T, to get him some experience sometime in the next 2 weeks, to see if he's going to be able to join us for a stream night, because he's never played. He wants to, but he's never played. But is there anything in particular in your minds, gentlemen, that you would like to try next?
Olives.
I don't have anything particular in mind, no.
Yeah, I don't have anything specific. The one thing that I did kind of a while ago when we were first deciding for this session, or this round, you did mention something about like doing like a general scenario and randomizing all the races, and I thought that would be kind of vampires. I thought that would be kind of fun, but
randomize the races and who plays what. Yeah.
Yeah, just do completely random and see what happens. Maybe if we have
It's randomized
player, maybe we don't want to randomize the teams, but
What do you think?
I don't know.
Randomized BPV too?
Yeah, but I think that the randomization idea is really neat.
I'll take Federation base station.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'll just
No, you're getting an actual ship this time.
I'll just sit in the middle of the map.
So let's take some time.
On the Star Cougar.
We've got some time. We've got 2 weeks. So let's look at scenarios. And then maybe try to find a scenario that doesn't have specific ships. What's that again?
Bennett found the Donald Trump scenario in the.
Oh yeah, there is the Donald Trump scenario. Which one was that?
Protecting my assets. That one's what I think it's a hydrant scenario for 2 players.
For 2 players?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe me and you will all stream that one, Bennett, on our free time.
Yeah, maybe after the police ship.
After the police ship. After I get through hell on Earth.
So here's something that I have I have done before.
Mhm.
If you're comfortable with doing so, we can do a 3-way dance. And what that means is we each play 2 ships, but each of the ships can only target one other ship. So let's say I play 2 D5s. One of my D5s can target, and then you play an NCL, Bennett, or 2 NCLs. Or we choose like a class of ship, a BPV to set, and then each of us take 2 identical ships. One of my ships targets one of Olive's ships, and one of my ships targets one of your ships, Bennett, and all the way around, so that basically it's a 3-way duel. Each of us are dueling each other through the entire battle. So my ship number 1 can only attack Olive's ship number 1. My ship number 2 can only attack Bennett's ship number 2, and all the way around the horn.
Someone get Clint Eastwood in here, huh? That sounds great.
Well, let's pull on that a little bit. Maybe so when we did it before, we did it with war cruisers, the D5 style. Maybe we choose a late enough year where we don't have X ships. X ships stay out of the mix because that makes things a lot more difficult to balance. But we say essentially take X number of BPV and choose one ship and then duplicate it. The day, maybe we'll say the day of, we'll announce what ships we're using. That gives me an opportunity to put together the SSDs and everything, but it doesn't give us a whole lot of opportunity to plan for what the other guys are doing. Yeah. So decide on your ship. We'll sometime in the next 2 weeks, we'll decide on the BPV, and it can be any ship that you want to try to use within that BPV.
And this is assuming that we have 3 players, correct?
Assuming that we have 3 players. If we have 4 players, then we'll just do a team battle. I'll pick up Codester, and you guys can play against us.
All right.
Oh.
And yeah, but assuming that we can't get Codester to play, or I don't have him ready to play in 2 weeks' time, then we'll do a 3-way dance. Maybe let's just say 150, maybe 150 BPV, and any ship for one ship.
Oh, goody.
Or we can do 125. 150 is fine. Let's just do 150 BPV. That's going to be short of the C7 on a Klingon side, but not a lot short. And that's for everything. That includes any upgrades. Late enough year that you can have any, and including commander's options in that 150. So yeah, any drones or drone upgrades have to come out of that 150, not out of anything additional. Rabid Legend, I see, has joined the chat. Welcome, Rabid Legend. We are actually just wrapping up for the evening, but if you are interested in seeing what you missed tonight's session or any of the previous sessions, all of our stuff is up on our YouTube channel, which I have just linked in the chat. We are doing this every other Tuesday, so second and fourth Tuesdays of every month. We're doing Starfleet Battles Academy. We'd love it if you'd come back and see us again. We always love to have people who are interested in the game come in and learn it along with us. And if you are a Starfleet Battles player, if you have experience playing, or if you want to learn how to play Starfleet Battles, reach out to us on our Discord, and which I have also put in the chat. Reach out to us on the Discord. We will. We would love to include our viewers. If you think that you'd like to play alongside the dads, you are welcome to do so. If you can commit to playing with us, then that'd be great. Just reach out to us on the Discord, and we'll happily start that conversation. But yeah, so I think we've got a plan. I'll look for a two-player, a two-player or two teams scenario in case I can get a fourth player for the next time. But if we can't, then we'll just do the 150 BPV. Make your decisions prior to. I would say by what is the 25th will be our next game. So by the 24th, I'll ask for your ships on the 24th, and that'll give me enough time to put everything together for the game, and then we can see how we go. See how it goes.
And I've offered before, and I'll just offer it again. If there's anything I can help you with prep, I've been doing all the prep for me and Olive's games, so just let me know, and I can.
Absolutely.
SSDs, anything, just yell.
I do appreciate that, and you've got all the stuff that I use now. And if you want to create the SSDs yourself, and just pass them over on the day before, then that's perfectly fine. I'd be happy to have you take some of the brunt of the work. There's certain things that I just have to do because I have to have them on hand and everything for this. But yeah, anything that you want to take on yourself, by all means. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be where we'll wrap things up for today. Thanks, Bennett, and thanks, Olives. Olives, I'm sorry you didn't have a whole lot to do except for the admin stuff today, but you got the brunt of the fight last week, or the last time we played. Join us on Thursday for some League of Legends action. Looking forward to Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week. And then this time slot next week will be Bloodstone. So come back for episode 37, where we might actually even have a combat for only the third time on the stream.
Hey, real quick,
so
did Alanir, is he leaving the stream?
Alanir's not leaving the stream. He well, let me take that back. Alanir has left the party. Alanir has left the party. Okay. Simrith is still playing.
Okay.
Simrith has a new character that we're going to be introducing in a session or two. Yeah.
I just know that I was getting distracted by the fam, and anyway, okay, but I noticed he still hung around the whole stream.
Yeah, but, he's still playing. We've already worked out a new character for him, and Alanir is going into semi-retirement. He has a character-driven thing that he wants to do that doesn't involve him traveling with Eldrick for the next few weeks, and so he's going to go and do his own thing. I'm going to progress that with Simrith over the course of however long it takes.
Alanir is still existing.
Alanir still exists. He's still going and doing things. He's doing druid things in Bloodstone, while the rest of the party goes off to do the conclave thing, or the Concord, whatever it is, compact.
So will we see the new character in the next episode? Is that what you're saying?
That is possible. He's ready to go. He's just waiting in the wings, ready to be introduced. But there's a specific time and a specific place that we're introducing him, and they just haven't got that far yet.
And they might just never go.
They might just never go there.
I know the Bloodstone party. It's that it might be a few weeks until we get there.
Tell him to buy a book that he can read while you guys are.
He's used to it. I think whenever we introduced Alanir the first time, he joined the game already in progress after having been away from our table for a few years. And I think when we decided that he was coming in, it took a few sessions for us to get to the point where he was able to come. And this was back when we were all playing in person. So he'd come, he'd hang out, he'd have a good time, but he didn't get to play for a few weeks.
Gotcha.
It just happens. It is what it is.
That's what it is.
All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. Put a bow on it. Congratulations on the victory, Bennett.
Well done.
Very well flown. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks for more Starfleet battles, in 2 days for additional streams. And keep an eye on our YouTube channel. If you're subscribed, make sure you got those notifications on, because I'm going to be barraging the hell out of you starting in about 20 minutes. 2 every 2 hours for the next 9 days, we're dropping a video.
Wow.
Yeah. So look forward to that. Guys, have a great rest of your week. We'll see you on Thursday. Good night and GG's.
Jeez.